This is easy peasy. Look at that. Y'all are going to be painting your carpets, aren't you? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to, I don't know if is it day 30, 31? I can't remember. Of this remodel makeover of our RV bedroom. And if this is your first time joining us, be sure to click on the link in the description of this video, where I'll put a link to our actual full playlist where you can see every day leading up to date if you would like. But if you're going to just join from here, know that I'm working full-time and doing the remodel as I can. And so it's taking a while. And I'm also slow about doing things anyway. But we're getting close to the last thing, which the last thing will be to paint the carpet. So I've explained that in previous videos as well. But when we get to that point, well, actually today we're going to talk about it, because I'm going to do a sample paint on a rug to see if I'm going to want to spray the carpet or if I'm going to have to roll it on. Let's get started. I still have to finish painting the ottoman and the chairs, but right now we're going to do some test paints on this rug to see how that's going to work, which one's going to be best. Okay, so here's my can of paint with the dark gray that I'm planning on making the carpet. It's been a while since I purchased it, so I'm going to shake it up a little bit and then stir it. Now, one thing, in order to paint cloth or carpet so that the paint doesn't become hard, because this is just regular old latex paint that you'd use on your walls, to keep it from getting hard on the carpet, I have to mix in some fabric softener. One thing that fabric softener does is really thicken it up. I was shocked. It goes in nice and thin liquid, then it just starts congealing. So I know that if I'm going to spray out of this spray bottle, I'm going to have to add a lot of water in it, because normally I add 1 part water, 1 part paint, and 1 part fabric softener. So we will do that for sure with what I roll on. But then when we get ready to spray, I don't know how many parts water I'm going to have to put in there. But it'll have to be pretty thin to be able to spray through this spray bottle. So let's first start with what I'm going to roll on, because what I like to do is see how it ends up. How's the texture, how's the depth of color doing one or the other, and which one's easier. I would think that spraying on is going to be easier, but I'm probably still going to have to come back behind it with you know, a roller or a sponge mop or something to massage it into the fibers. So we shall see. The first time I'm using one of these disposable roller spray liners, and then I just tore it. Let's try another one. Good thing they gave me extras. I think I'll take it all the way out this time. They're really thin and definitely disposable. Alright, let's try it again. This time don't break it. Speaking of breaking things, those of you who were watching yesterday saw me smash my finger between the 2 ottomans. Got a bandage on it now, but whew, it still hurts. And I'm positive that I'll be losing that finger now. Oh, these things are thin. How many are there? There's 10 of them in here. They really are thin. Y'all ever used one of these before? Alright, let's see how it fits. It's pretty well. It's probably made to go into a Black & Decker tray, and this is not a Black & Decker tray. Probably if I'd gotten the Black & Decker tray, it would fit perfectly. All right, get rid of that. Got some plastic down here. All right, you see I got some paint on this rug when I was painting the white. I always have trouble thinking about it, the paint that you put on before you put on primer. I spilled some primer on there. But anyway. Alright, so let's see. Okay, first I'm going to, let me wipe this off. I'm going to do the rolling first. So let's take one part of this gray paint and of course I gotta go get the fabric softener. Alright. Probably should have mixed this in a cup. 1 part fabric softener. And 1 part water. Okay. Need my stick to break all this extra paint off this stick so I can use it to stir this up. All right. I don't know if this camera's positioned where you can see this. I know you can see this over here, so let me move it a little bit. But see, it's real watery, but it will start to thicken up. There's starting to thicken up now. See how that's thickening up almost like a pudding consistency. Alright, I'm hoping I've got enough here to coat onto the roller. Well enough to get a good feel of how it's going to work. Still feel like some of it's thinner than other parts of it. It is not the best place to mix. Should have mixed it in a cup like I said. Alright. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Okay. Now, that's one way to wipe off the stir stick, isn't it? All right. Now, y'all, that's pretty easy. That is pretty easy. Hey, I don't even know that I need to work it down into the fibers. I thought I would need to. Oh, wow. That. Y'all, I'm not even going to do the spray. I'm not even going to mess up that Grandpa Ricky spray bottle for this because This is the way to go. This is easy peasy. Look at that. Y'all are going to be painting your carpets, aren't you? Of course, we still got to see how it turns out as far as the fibers. Now, my friend that told me about painting carpet the first time, I thought she was crazy till I researched it. But she did talk about fluffing it up afterwards. So, I plan to, when I get ready to paint these floor carpets, I purchased one of these sponge mops. And I'm going to use that then to go back over it to kind of rub it in and fluff them up. But I don't want to get this paint on it yet since I'm not ready to do the carpet yet. So I think what I'm going to do is just get out one of these sponge paint brushes here. And, oh yeah. Now, I'm thinking I might need to get it a little bit thicker. I'll go back and forth this way too. When I get ready to do the carpet, I may put it on a little bit heavier. And I'll probably come back and finish when I get ready. When I do my carpets, I'll probably finish this rug too, so I can continue to use it. Be interested to see how that color dries and how it compares to the colors in my bedspread set, comforter set. But y'all, I am liking this. It just didn't take that much, so you know it's going to dry quick. I don't think I have to work down into the base of the carpet. Just get the carpet ends, the, what do you call it? The little strings, little hairs, whatever, the fibers that are standing up. Get them good and colored like that. That's going to look so much better than this old beige carpet that's got all these stains. So I'm excited about this. I'm going to go get some plastic wrap and wrap up my roller so I can reuse it. I won't worry so much about the tray since it is a cheap disposable tray. And yeah, this is going to be good. Yeah, no more wondering about whether I should spray it or roll it. I will be rolling it for sure. I may decide to, since these little roller attachments, whatever you call these things that you slide on there, they're so cheap. These are cheap ones. I may not end up keeping this and reusing it, but even so, having the plastic on there will make it easier for me to take it off, won't it? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, then I'll decide if it's still nice and soft and wet when I get ready to do the carpets. I may continue using it. No sense in wasting. Alright, let's move back over to our chairs. You know, I never know whether I should aim my camera down at the work that I'm doing. I guess, you know, that makes sense. I just feel weird to be videotaping myself and my head's cut off, but I don't think y'all are concerned about seeing my head as you are about seeing the work that we're doing. Let me back it up just a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Probably not. Alright, let me get this stuff out of the way. really am excited about how this gray carpet's going to look and how easy it's going to be. Woo! That's exciting because I thought that's going to be the hard part, painting this carpet. But that's going to be easy peasy. I can figure out somewhere to put this rug out of the way so it can finish drying. Gotta put my glasses on. Yep, seeing places I missed. I should go back and count how many times in these videos I have to keep reminding myself to put my glasses on. Every once in a while I get these little clumps. I don't know if it's fibers from the chair or it would have to be, wouldn't it? Dropped a big clump of paint on the chair below. To rub that in. It's alright because I'm going to paint the chair just like I'm painting this, but don't want a big clump of it drying there. Alright. I think that this is mostly done. I hear Grandpa Ricky starting up his car. He's got an old Ford Maverick Grabber. And I don't know if you can hear the sound of the motor running. That's what that is. It's his project car. The project that never ends. All right. Now, put that there safely. I think I can. All right, so I think I'm going to turn this chair over and start with the bottom, and that way that can dry, and then I can turn it over. Because if I start with the top, yeah, I don't want to turn the top over after it's got paint on it. Trying to keep from smashing my pinky finger again. Right. Let's see. Let me turn the camera where you all can see what I'm doing here. Just turned over that chair there. Let's see here. Where am I? Way over there. There we go. That's pretty good. Now, all right, continuing on. Now, I see no sense in wasting paint for the inside, but I am going to do along the edge where if the ottoman is slid out, you won't see this right here. my shirt. Huh, good thing this is an old shirt. Did y'all see me back into that painted ottoman? Oh well. Been contemplating throwing this shirt out anyway, so it'll be my paint shirt. I don't think I'm being very wise about what I'm painting, because I'm getting it on myself. Alright, I gotta clean up some paint I just dropped in the floor. I'm gonna paint the carpet, but don't know how well the gray is gonna cover up the blue. Is to paint the bottom part of the chair so that I won't have to paint close to the floor when I turn it back over. Put my glasses on, and there we go again. That's another count for the total of times I've said that. Bright light from the camera stand showing on this right here, I see some spots that I missed on this ottoman. I'm glad I decided to go with this blue on these chairs. I just love it. Alright. I think I'm at a stopping point for the day. Gotta let these things dry a little bit. Need to get me some tarp to set these chairs on. That way I don't have to wait for them to dry before I can turn them back over. Maybe that'll be the thing I'll do for tomorrow. Find me some tarp. I've got these trash bags that I've got underneath this on the bed, but I need something bigger, more stable to put the chairs onto. So that's what I'll do. So, got some cleaning up to do. Phone upside down, I do. Alright, folks. Thanks for joining us again. Tomorrow, I will continue to paint the chairs and any touch up on the ottomans. I think they're about done. Definitely got to finish up both chairs. I'm going to give me some tarp so I can turn them over and work, and then turn them back over again, and not have to worry about getting big globs of paint on the carpet. And then once that's done, we'll be ready to paint the carpet, and I'm thinking that's going to go pretty smoothly after what I discovered today. So thank you for sticking around and joining us. Be sure and click that thumbs up or like button. If you'd share my videos, that'd be fantastic. Subscribe, follow, that sort of thing. It would be wonderful. And we will see you tomorrow for another day in the camper. Bye, everybody.